Yeah, I mean, everyone wants to win when they sit down. I spoke to I played recently with a very wealthy guy, and he was winning or losing 10,000, and as such, that money has no real relevance to his life. But you could see that when he was losing, it was annoying him, and you could see that when he was winning, he was getting quite happy. And you know, he went from being quite miserable because he was losing, and then he won a really big hand where he got quite lucky, and then he's laughing and joking and telling stories. And at the end, I was like, "Oh, your mood." I was teasing him. I was like, oh, "Your mood changed a lot when you went from losing to winning." And he was like, "Yeah, but he goes, I want to win." You see, here's the way these guys are built, right? You know, they're really, you know, like the rich ones that we've seen a lot of that turn up and played. They're basically successful in every part of their life. Work, you know, a lot of them have really good, you know, a wife, kids, quite successful, live in a nice place. They've got a lot of ticks. And yet they come to the poker, and poker is a great leveler. You know, just because you're good at business or just because you're good at whatever doesn't mean you're going to be good at cards. And I just don't think they can ever have. They're like, they're deluded into thinking, but I am good. It must be the luck.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just thinking, well,
they can't take the defeat, man. I know a guy right now. I love him dearly. He's become such a close friend in just like in about a year, and he's extreme. Like he's got a lot of money, and he's losing a lot of money regularly at the games. And I try to talk to him. I tell him, like, you're just new at the game. You should not be playing high stakes. You should go and play lower stakes for a couple of years and then come back. And he doesn't understand. He's like, no, but I don't understand. Like, I always win in life. Like, whatever I did in life, I just persevere and I win. I said, yes, but you need to go and, you know, persevere in lower stakes first and come up. But he doesn't understand. He's like, no, I'm going to beat them next day. I'm going to beat them next week. I'm going to beat them. And he's just at it, you know, because he's got that relentless attitude, and that is not necessarily a good thing always in poker.
Well, I mean, of course, yes and no. I mean, like you would probably agree that the most successful people I've met, they just never give up. They're like I was just watching Elon Musk, you know, last night, and he was talking to the point where he was working nearly 22 hours out of the 24 in a day, and Tesla nearly failed because of the third version of his car, and the company nearly went bankrupt. But you know, he just never gives up. And I'm not saying whether your friend's going to be any good or not, but where he got to in life by giving up. And maybe one day he has such a crushing defeat that he takes a big step back, takes a break, says to himself, I can't keep going back in the manner that I'm going back without a plan. Yeah. Maybe he gets the coach. Maybe he takes your advice and drops down in stakes to learn it from the bottom. And then maybe he's successful. But poker will give you back exactly what you put in. You know, there isn't, it's just a perfect, poker is such a thing where there's a lot of entitlement in poker. There's a lot of people thinking, well, I should win this because I am this, or I should or would or could. It doesn't work like that. What you put in is what you get out. If you want to be a long-term winner, you have to stick to a lot of rules. You have to be disciplined. You have to not go on tilt. You have to study hands. You have to do a lot of stuff.